In this video, we will solve some of the questions on mathematical economics. The first question is, the function f of x is equal to ax plus b is an example of, options are quadratic, polynomial, linear, or rational. So we have the function f of x is equal to ax plus b. Since the exponent of the variable is here 1, we say it is a linear function. Okay, so it will look like this, where b is the intercept here. Next question is, the given function f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is an example of dash function, quadratic, polynomial, linear, or rational. So this is in fact the quadratic function in this case. So we have f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so this represents the quadratic function because the highest variable, the power, the variable's highest power is here 2, that is, it is a quadratic function. Next question is, for a utility function u is equal to xy plus 3x plus 4y, marginal utility of good x is, options are being given. We need to find out the correct option. So utility is equal to x times y plus 3x plus 4y. So marginal utility of good x is simply the change in the utility due to the change in the consumption of good x. That is the partial derivative of this function with respect to x. Derivative of x in the first term is 1, so we are left with y, plus derivative of x in the second term is 1, so we are left with 3, and derivative of the last term is 0 because we are taking partials with respect to x. So y plus 3 will be the marginal utility of good x. Y plus c, let us see if there is an option. Yes, we have y plus c. Next question is, given the consumption function c is equal to 250 plus 0.75 yd, where yd denotes the disposable income, autonomous consumption is. So since we have c is equal to 250 plus 0.75 yd, yd denotes disposable income. Now when disposable income is equal to 0, or we have 0 income, consumption will be equal to 250. So this denotes the autonomous investment when the level of income is equal to 0. Okay, so this 250 shows us autonomous consumption when our income level is 0. So 250 will be the autonomous consumption. Next question is, given the saving function s is equal to 100 plus 0.8y, find the marginal propensity to consume. So we have the savings function is 100 plus 0.8y. Okay, here 0.8 is marginal propensity to save, but we need to find out marginal propensity to consume. But we know the fact that the sum of marginal propensity to save and marginal propensity to consume is equal to 1. Marginal propensity to save is 0.8 plus MPC should be equal to 1, which gives us MPC will be equal to, transpose this 0.8 here, it gets subtracted, 1 minus 0.8. So MPC will be equal to 0.2. So let us see in the options. Yes, we have 0.2. Now next question is, a dash function provides an abstract mathematical representation of the relationship between the production of a good or a service and the inputs used. Options are consumption, production, revenue, and technology. Obviously it will be the production function which shows us the mathematical relationship between inputs and the outputs. That is, output, let us say, is a function of capital and labor. It can look like this, k times l. So it shows us the relationship between units of capital and labor employed in the production process. Okay, that is, output is a function of inputs. Next question is, for a total cost function TC is equal to 1.5 q square plus 4q plus 46, find marginal cost. So total cost is equal to 1.5 q square plus 4q plus 46. Marginal cost is simply the derivative of total cost function with respect to output. So derivative of q square is 2q, so we will get 2 into 1.5 q exponent subtracted by 1 by power function rule, plus derivative of q in the second term is 1, so we are left with 4, and derivative of a constant which is 46 is 0. So we got 2 into 1.5 is 3, we get 3q plus 4 will be the marginal cost. Let us see, we have we don't have that very option here. Okay, so let us see it again. So marginal cost will be equal to, so derivative of first function is, so 2 becomes coefficient, then we have to multiply it with 1.5, then we have q exponent subtracted by 1, plus derivative of q in the second term is 1, so we are left with 4. So 2 into 1.5 is 3q plus 4. So the options are, I guess, incorrect here, so it should be 3q plus 4. Next question is, dash function shows the functional relationship between investment and rate of interest rate or income. So it is options are consumption, production, investment, and income. Obviously it should be investment, because investment will be a function of rate of interest. Okay, so investment is a negative function of rate of interest, or it can be also the positive function of income. Then we have, dash is the simplified description of reality designed to yield the hypothesis about the economic behavior that can be tested. So it is actually economic model here.